Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS. It's time for Owin's Field Report, sponsored by Les Schwab Tire Centers.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Like I said earlier, as you probably know, dummy, sometimes I get too far ahead of myself. It's the 10th of August. We got a lot going on. The Super Bowl of Salmon is happening right now, and we've got Bill Monroe Jr. from Bill Monroe Outdoors out there on the saltwater chasing some fish with his clients. Bill, first things first, thanks for taking some time with us this morning. It's been way too long. We got a lot of changes coming, but let's talk about what's going on right now. How's the fishing for you this morning?
Fishing is good. The catching is good. The conditions are good. This is crazy. 2 days ago, this was 10-foot swells with a 2-foot ebb chop on top, and I was a little scared. I was a little nervous. I came out and I dove right back in because it took me about a half hour to get back in when I wasn't even a half a mile. Today, we're 5 miles offshore. We're in 110 foot of water, and it's really close to like a lake. If you can see, this is the Grover Brown family. Hi, everybody. And we are enjoying ourselves.
Well, now he says that it's a lot like a lake. That is the experience of a salty guide. For me, that is a river person. I'm not calling that a lake, but at the very least, he's got a big enough boat to make it look like that.
Yes.
At least all your clients look comfortable, so that's a good thing, right?
They're all comfortable, and they're even comfortable in their life jackets. It's the greatest thing in the world.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep. I know, right?
Not going anywhere near that place without having all that stuff on. Well, okay, so are you catching just silvers this morning, or have you been running across any Chinook?
Yeah, we've caught some Chinook. I just sent Ryan a picture of probably an easy 30-pound hatchery toolie. That was the greatest thing ever. And we definitely let it go. We didn't want that fish.
No.
No. We're good. We can sit here and keep fishing and not have to worry about, probably the need to do that. We've released a handful of wild coho. We probably had 25, 35 bites so far.
Wow.
And we've got about a handful of keepers. So it's not like on fire like it has. This whole season has been on fire. We were out fishing the forecast. The ocean is outperforming itself, and it's outperformed itself since it opened on June 24th. Just after July 4th, the 10th is when I got here, and it was outperforming itself, no question. This is some of the best coho and early Chinook action I've seen in an easy 15 years.
Is that why they close it tomorrow, or is that already part of the permanent rule for this year?
Yep, the permanent rule that it was going to go all the way through September. The part of it closing was it's outperforming itself hand and feet, like it's triple of expectation. And it wasn't even going to, they tried to find some incidental mortality, which is basically release mortality for coho. They tried to find enough of that to be able to continue to let us come out for Chinook, but it wasn't happening because Chinook's only sitting at 26 or 29% as of today. The coho is at 98%, and tomorrow will probably be over quota with how this is fishing. That's the good news. It sucks that we have to not allow all salmon fishing, but I think it's good news for what's coming towards the whole rest of the Columbia-based fishery. In all reality, Owen, I mean, we're set to close September 15th. I think that we're going to be okay as long as we can get the managers to agree to that meeting that we talk about. We want it on like September 9th or 10th. If they could look at runs, and I think we'll be hopefully fishing later than September 15th. That September 15th closure is really difficult.
Well, that's interesting that you mentioned that, because some folks have obviously had that question. Is there going to be any time? Obviously, that's a long ways out, everyone, over a month. But as you know, better than anyone, Bill, that everybody wants to try to stay out there even longer. And I'm glad to hear you say that. Not that it's going to happen, everyone. It's just that that potential is there. where it might stay open longer down there in that buoy 10 fishery. So you're still in the saltwater. I'm going to assume that you're going to take advantage of that again tomorrow, and then you're going to be in the river. So can you elaborate a little bit on what you just mentioned? So that just means that you would assume that there's going to be more silver opportunity and Chinook in the river itself.
100%. Exactly what's going on. Exactly what's going to happen. There will be more fish than we hopefully have on forecast. Now, the Fed, PFMC, NFFS, National Marine Fishery Science, they run the ocean. They're in charge. What goes inside the river is state action. The state is in charge of forecasting, regulations, all the stuff inside the jetty tip. Outside the jetty tip, we're on a NOAA platform, and NOAA's on the face of trying to protect what they have this year. Last year, we had a non-marked selective fishery. We could come out here. Oh, there's fish.
Oh, look at
We
that.
could come out here. We could come out here and get any color. This year has to be hatchery only because that's the non-marked selective part of it.
Well, as you can tell,
I'm going to get this fish real quick.
Go
I think
ahead.
It's going to be great.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
We got time, and we'd love to watch you land
Emily,
that fish.
Did you know the ladies outfish the men by like 10 to 1?
Yes, they do. It doesn't matter where it is or what fishery it is. The ladies will outfish everyone.
It's just a thing. My wife is so good at it. She kicks my butt. Yeah.
Well, everyone, as you're watching right now, this is live. This is not recorded. That's Bill Monroe Jr. netting a fish for one of his clients. Based on the way that she brought that fish in so quickly, I'm assuming it's a silver. And that mark rate is not the greatest, so we'll see if they're able to actually keep that silver. Hey, and it is a keeper. See, look at that. We're good luck for you, man. Look at that.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Perfect. There you go. And that's what it's like.
That's only my second fish on TV with you. It's the craziest thing.
No, what'd you actually get bid on? What was the, do you got a spin fish on there? What do you got?
I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you because we're at the end of the season. And if we're going to be, catching these, it's really not a secret. It is a spin fish. We utilize the spin fish this year. And I got to get it out of the fish and the net here. That's interesting.
It's amazing, everyone, how the fish can get those hooks tangled up. No question. All right, there you go.
Yeah, crazy. So here's what we have. We have me. I like to run dual hoochies. Okay, just small little hoochies. This is green glow, double glow Yamashitas in green and orange, and then we got a spin fish in Mexican hat. Yeah, and then it all kind of looks at it like a nice, neat little package.
Let's go full screen on that so we can show everybody what that looks like. So you've got actually two hoochies on there.
I do.
All right.
Yep. And I got a real big mess because, coho are scrappy, right?
Oh, man.
They kind of, we think they're kind of like the gangsters of the sea. They kind of they scrap.
Now, that's actually, is that a bait that you would only use out in the saltwater, or are you actually using that in the river when you go in there as well?
This does not work in the river. For me, it does not work in the river. I get a lot of action on spinner blades in the river and bait in the river.
Gotcha.
Oh, hey, look, there's Emily holding her hatchery color. That one's only about, 6 pounds.
Yeah.
There's a 6 pounds, but you know what? That's a tasty meal right there. They only need to be 16 inches in the ocean. That's about 20, 22, 23 inches.
Just like he said, deliciousness. It's hard to beat a saltwater silver. Oh, another fish on. Look at that, everyone. In a 10-minute segment, we're going to get a couple of fish. You're going to look like a hero, Bill. That might be your record. I don't know if we've got more than two in one segment before. Oh.
We lost it.
That happens a lot. Barbless hooks, everyone.
That really does. That's fishing. That's what I call fishing, not catching. Yeah, put it down.
All right, Bill. So tell us about what your plan is. Once the river closes, or excuse me, the saltwater closes on Sunday, you're going to be in the river.
Jason, reel that one in. I want to check it. Yeah, the ocean's going to close on Sunday. When that happens, we're going to go back into the river. Oh, geez, you were putting that out in the fish. Okay, we just hooked into the fish.
That's 3.
Okay.
That's 3. That's 3 bites.
You know, I don't know about that. The river's actually, Owen, the river's actually fishing pretty good for early August. It's actually good, and I'm kind of excited about it while I net this fish. Holy moly!
Be another keeper. Now, everyone, you can see that he is running 360 spin fish behind it. Very standard rigging for the saltwater and the freshwater, of course. Bill obviously has his own take on how he likes to do things. Obviously, he's running 2 hoochies. He's obviously.
I am running 2 hoochies.
He's got hoochies on his line. I don't know why.
This one's a little bigger. Okay.
Is it a hatchery?
Yeah.
Look at that. You hook 3, kill 2, and they're both hatcheries. Well done.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw that big fish we just caught, but that was pretty cool.
Very, very cool. Well done. You got a pretty well-oiled machine going on with your clients. I assume that they've been out with you before.
They have. This is their 4th or 5th year with this, and this is a tradition. Yep. And we're already talking about how Grover's we're gonna do this next year. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Now, Steve, look at this one. This is a 3.0 spin fish. The other one was a 2.5.
Okay.
It also has an orange flavor to it with a green, really big Yamashita hoochie. It's a single with my dual barbless hook setup.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yep, just the bead right in the middle, and these, you just stuff that full of tuna fish. It's so simple, a caveman could do it.
Yeah, I mean, really,
It's the weirdest thing.
Isn't it so awesome how things have changed in just the last handful of years? You don't have to burn a bunch of anchovy or herring while you're out there. Just keep going after them with spin fish or other options, of course, when you're talking about stuffers.
You know, if and we're having a lack of anchovies right now because they're staying way out in the ocean. They're not coming in, and so we don't have much bait to choose from. I got herring, and that's working. But this right here, our Yakima bait spinning fish in 2.5 and 3.0 has outfished the entire fleet. And once everybody started using this, you become really effective. You start looking at ocean quotas and so on. Charter boats, just the big picture that we caught almost 39,000 coho is really impressive to me.
Well, I'm looking forward to having a chance to chase them where I go, in the river here in a short period of time.
Yeah, me too. Me too, and I think it's going to be great if we follow these fish up.
That's what I'm looking forward to. Okay, I'm down to my last couple of minutes here. Look at that, everyone. That's Bill Monroe Jr. That's what he does for you. If he gets you out there on the water, he can find them. Although I'll admit the salt water is pretty easy. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you can come out here. You don't know what our friend Mike likes to say, but we won't say that.
I ain't going out there. And look at that tule. Right now we're showing you everyone the picture of the tule that you released. Everyone, there's a reason why a fish like that gets returned. That is an impact on our quotas in a number of different ways. But that's also not the best eating fish. It's beautiful. Take the photo. And move on. Let it go and get yourself a dime.
Correct. Now, real quick, Owin, you take a photo with a hatchery tule, no problem. If it's a wild tule, let's go ahead. Even a wild upriver bright in the river, let's just leave it in the water. We don't. That's just me with the water temps being high. You know how that is. Just it's a thing.
I get it. And, everyone doesn't get a chance to fish every day. We understand. But if you can, let the thing go. All right. My last question before I got to cut away, Bill. When you do go into the river this next week, tides are pretty favorable for down there in that Buoy 10 area. Are you going to be hitting it at first light? Are you playing the tide and fishing a little bit later? What are you doing?
And so first light bite is always best, yes. And we will be looking as the tides start to get smaller and smaller, which is coming. They're going to turn into a Chinook tide. When you get a Chinook tide, you start looking at the other areas above the bridge, in the ships, the anchorage, or on the Washington side up above in Blind Channel. It's no secret. It's Buoy 10. Everybody and their mom is going to be there. One thing that's also important to note, Owin, tomorrow, there's a bunch of swimmers swimming from downtown Astoria, from Portuguese Point on the Washington line. You just have to make sure to notate to be careful. It's the dumbest idea planning it in the middle of August, but they did it. And it's for Columbia Memorial Hospital in Astoria. And we hope that all their swimmers are safe. They have a hard stop of 9:30. If there's any swimmers left in the water at 9:30, which there probably will be because they're swimming on an outgoing tide, which is dumb, just note it. Be careful. Boaters, watch yourselves.
Great reminder. We mentioned that last weekend, and if we can find that again today, everyone will try to throw that flyer up that we had from this past weekend. Yep. Bill, thank you very much for spending some time. Well done. You went 2 for 3 while we were talking and killed 2 hatchery. You got to love it.
Last time we were catching perch on anchovies and pearls. This time I got coho. Things are getting better. I hope next time will be like Chinook.
It's about time you started catching salmon on TV instead of perch, bud. All right, hey, have fun, be safe.
Hey.
Thanks for checking in and sharing some real-time info.
Bye, guys.
Appreciate it, everyone. All right, where the heck are you going to see this? Literally nowhere. Only with Outdoor GPS are you going to see these kind of reports. Period, bar none. Try to prove me wrong. Everybody else's, they never win. All right, we're going to cut to break. When we come back, we've got a video clip from Kershaw, a local company here that makes one of the best knives on the planet. And they all work right here amongst us, right here in the Northwest. We'll be back with that in just a couple minutes.
Outdoor GPS is brought to you by P-Line, because we fish, by Hawken Fishing, perfection in fishing gear, and by Haxton's Canvas and Upholstery, the trusted name of the Pacific Northwest.